Hey, it's Chicken Linguini and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk to you about carbs. I know, if you're anything like me, carbs brings up a mix of emotions. Growing up, my mother used to tell my sister and I that carbs are the enemy, specifically white carbs, like rice, pasta, and bread. We still ate them in moderation, but we were always wary of the fact that they were, the enemy. Later, I go into college and I learned that there are processed carbs like the white rice, pasta, and breads that my mother always warned me about, but there are also whole grain carbs like quinoa and barley. I started incorporating more of those grains into my diet, and little by little, learning more, I wanted to go and be a vegetarian. So I started eating a lot more carbs, and I was eating a lot more fruits and vegetables, which was a good thing, but the amount of carbs wasn't such a great thing. I was eating daily pasta and vegetable salad. I was having the Starbucks caprese sandwich almost weekly, and I was living off McDonald's fries because they're amazing and it's vegetarian. After feeling good on that diet, which I don't even know how I thought that was good or how I thought I was feeling good, I guess it was just the extra vegetables, I decided to go vegan. So I fully cut out the cheese and just, filled that in with more processed foods. After about 10 months of eating this way, I started to feel bad. First, it was just the upset stomach here and there. Then it was the throwing up after eating. And then slowly it was just the debilitating pain every single day, throwing up after almost every meal. And if I wasn't throwing up, a little TMI, I was having diarrhea. I decided to reincorporate animal meat into my diet, and I went to the doctor and it was too late. I was diagnosed with IBS and I was just dealing with pain every single day, bloating, gas, diarrhea, like I said. I was waking up every morning, clenching my stomach from the pain, and it was just not fun. Anything I ate caused discomfort. I was skipping out on going to outings and events with my friends because I just didn't want to have to deal with the pain and deal with going to the bathroom out in public. I was running to the bathroom at all hours of the day. It was just awful. I experimented with different eating styles. I really focused on home-cooked meals with lots of animal protein, lots of fiber and healthy fats. I really focused on reading and learning and educating myself on my body, and I was listening to podcasts, finding YouTubes. I did a certification through IIN's nutrition program to get more learning from professionals, and with all of that, I finally now have a stand on carbs myself. Carbohydrates are the best thing that you should be eating for weight loss and for gut health. And I know that wasn't the answer you were probably thinking that you were going to hear, but I was talking about the carbohydrates from fruits and vegetables, and not specifically the carbohydrates from the rice, pasta, and breads. At the end of the day, my mother was right. If she watches this video, she will never let me live it down, but you were right, Mom. They are the enemy. White carbs are the enemy, and we should really be focusing on eating our carbohydrates from our fruits and our vegetables. So all fruits and vegetables are forms of carbohydrates, and they all have fiber, which is essential for digesting carbohydrates because it helps slow it down. All carbohydrates that we find in the supermarket, the enemy carbohydrates, as my mom says, the white rice, the pasta, the bread, those have been stripped from their fiber so that they can last longer and have a longer shelf life. But stripping it of the fiber just strips it of all the health benefits from what it was originally. Fiber is needed, like I said, to slow down the process of the digestion, and that is key for good blood sugar control and to not have a blood sugar spike after eating. And I'm not saying that you can never eat pasta, bread, or rice. Just moderation is key. Carbs from fruits and vegetables are essential. Like I said, they have fiber, but they also have phytochemicals, which are anti-cancerous and anti-inflammatory. Inflammation is the leading cause of basically everything that we're dealing with. anxiety, gut problems, depression. All of that is leading from inflammation. And we are inflamed. Everybody is chronically inflamed because of the foods that we're eating. So if we were to be switching and eating whole processed foods, animal proteins, our inflammation can reduce, and we will then see, our gut problems go down, our anxieties subside. Broccoli and other cruciferous vegetables like Brussels sprouts, bok choy, arugula, cauliflower, collard greens, all are rich in vitamins A and K and C, and they are filled with phytochemicals. Wild blueberries have over 13,000 antioxidants in just 1 cup. Carbs from vegetables is key to a healthy lifestyle and a healthy diet. The majority of our plates should be filled with carbs from vegetables like asparagus, romaine lettuce, tomatoes. The next portion of our plate should be 33 grams of protein. And I say 33 grams because we should be aiming to eat 100 grams of protein a day. So that's about 33 grams for every meal. 33 grams of protein looks like 5 ounces of chicken breast or steak, ground beef or ground turkey, or 4.5 ounces of salmon. So it might sound like a lot of protein, 33 grams, but it is just a normal serving. We just should aim to be eating it 3 times a day. So for breakfast, 6 eggs is 33 grams of protein. So that is a lot. I don't eat 6 eggs, but that's why I eat 2 eggs with some ham, and then I'll have a side of cottage cheese with blueberries because cottage cheese is also high in protein. The next component of your plate should be healthy fats. So that's avocados, olive oil, cooking your food in tallow or ghee or even butter, having milk, cheese, or cream. All of those are great sources of healthy fat options. Fat is literally what your brain and your hormones are made out of. So if you've been on a low-fat diet because you've been told that fat makes you fat, that is wrong. That's old school news. Eat your fat, eat your cheese, eat your butter. It's delicious and it's good for you. And the last thing that needs to be on your plate is fermented foods. And if I'm being honest, I really struggle with this one, but it is so important and so beneficial. Fermented foods are things like kimchi or sauerkraut, pickles, and anything that you pickle. So you can make red onion pickled or jalapeno pickles. There's a bunch of things that you could pickle, but it is great for you because it feeds the bacteria in your gut, and it feeds the good bacteria in your gut. This is like having a probiotic, but it's better because it's food. Food is medicine. So if you were to eat the actual pickles or sauerkraut that has the live probiotics, the live bacteria feeding goodness, it just is a bonus to your plate and a bonus to your gut health. So to recap everything, carbohydrates are good for you, but the right kind of carbohydrates. Fruits and vegetables. Stay away from the processed carbohydrates. Even the whole grain carbohydrates are blood sugar spiking carbohydrates. So really stick to your fruits and vegetables, and you'll see that you will have the energy and you will feel better and you will just shed the excess weight. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I have new videos like this education style every Thursday, and I have other types of videos every weekday.